It's me, Hannah. I'm back. It's like seeing a ghost in time for spooky season. Seriously, I'm back. I'm really sorry about not posting for about 6 months. I know I said I was going to post my biopsy video and then that just was never posted. I have all of the film. I finished editing it today, October 9th, 6 months later. But I have it and it will be posted very soon after this video. So let me catch you up on everything that you missed over these 6 months of my inactivity. As you'll see in the biopsy video, I had to get 6 weeks of Solumedrol steroid infusions, and those kind of went into like the first week of summer. So during that same time, I had exams and stuff at school that I was preparing for. And then summer started, so I had family trips, vacations, karate tournaments, lots of things going on. And then times that I wasn't really doing much, I kind of wanted to rest. Near the end of summer, I kind of flared up a little bit again, as you can tell from my butterfly rash. Still kind of in a flare right now. So a few weeks ago, I had to do 2 more rounds of Solumedrol infusions, and my doctors wanted to start me on a new daily pill medicine that I would take along with my Celcept, which is the current medicine I'm on for my kidneys. Well, medicine I was on. Not on anymore, but I'll get to that. So the medicine they wanted to add to the Celcept was called lisinopril. Didn't work for me. I had a lot of bad side effects from it. I had first a lot of digestion issues, and then kind of loss of appetite. I was then having insomnia, and when I was sleeping I was having nightmares, and so I was really tired all the time. And then I eventually started developing some really bad, scary thoughts from it. So we all decided it was just a really good idea for me not to take this medicine anymore. So we decided to switch to an infusion instead. This infusion I will take instead of Celcept for the next 3 months, and I'll be getting the infusion every 2 weeks, so that's 6 rounds of this infusion. The infusion is called Cytoxan, and it is a chemotherapy infusion. It's used a lot in people with lymphoma or leukemia, but there's also a lot of people who have lupus nephritis who use it, which is lupus with kidney involvement, which is what I have. So this infusion, I got my first one today. But this infusion can cause a lot of side effects. A lot of these side effects can be prevented or the effects of it lessened by other medicines. So one of those side effects is infertility, or the chance of infertility, which is a lot more common in older women, but we were still taking precautions even though I'm younger and I have less risk of it. So the medicine that you get to kind of help with that is called Lupron. It's a shot, kind of like a flu shot, but you get it in your hip instead, which was very painful. But this medicine basically puts you in a temporary menopause and kind of coats your ovaries to protect them from the Cytoxan. So I had to get it 2 weeks before the infusion, so I got it 2 weeks ago. And it lasts for 3 months, so I won't have to get it again during this round of Cytoxan infusions. Thank goodness, because I'm fine with IV needles and getting blood drawn, but shots and vaccines, man, I just hate those so much. That's a different ball game. My nurse and my dad said that the needle for the Lupron looked like the adrenaline needle from Pulp Fiction. It was so big. Anyways, I got a little bit of film from my infusion today. The day hospital that I was getting my infusion in was a little busy, so I felt kind of weird vlogging while I was there, but I did get a little bit of video. So my appointment was at 9 a.m. this morning, which means we were going to run into rush hour traffic on the way to Durham, so we had to leave pretty early. I had to end up waking up at 5:30 a.m. Wasn't loving that, but I got to sleep in the car, so that was nice. So we woke up early and we headed to Duke. I went into the day hospital infusion center area where they have all these chairs set up and Also, like, rooms for people to be, like, isolated doesn't sound like the best word, but you know what I mean. I got there a little bit before 9. They went ahead and put my IV in, and I got started on fluids. So another problem with Cytoxan is it's not so kind to your bladder. If the proper precautions aren't taken, it can cause like bleeding and bladder cancer. But this is easily avoidable with just staying very hydrated and using the bathroom very regularly. So like every 2 hours. I don't know how many of you guys have tried to like use the bathroom every 2 hours, and maybe that's just because I don't drink enough water or something, but it's kind of annoying. But I'm getting a lot better at it. I have a water bottle that has like times marked so I can remember to stay hydrated. I have alarms on my phone to remind me to go to the bathroom and stuff. So just continually flushing my bladder out so that the medicine isn't sitting on my bladder. So after I finished the fluids, they went ahead and set up the Cytoxan infusion, which took about an hour. During the Cytoxan, I just kind of like did homework and ate gummy bears and stuff. My dad and I played iMessage games, and we passed the time. Then after I finished the Cytoxan, they gave me the rest of that bag of fluids. Like I did half of it before and then half of it after, just to flush it out again, you know. Before I started the Cytoxan, they gave me some Zofran, which is a medicine for nausea, because Cytoxan can kind of do that sometimes. Then after I finished the Cytoxan and the rest of the fluids, I had to do a breathing treatment because another side effect of Cytoxan is because it suppresses your immune system, you're really susceptible to like bacteria in your lungs and pneumonia and stuff. So I had to do a breathing treatment to kind of like, as a preventative for that. I don't remember what the treatments were called, but I had to do one that a lot of people with asthma use to kind of like open up their airway. And basically just like sit in the room with the little thing in your mouth and you just like breathe it in through that, and it looks like a little mist. And so I had to do that to kind of open up my airway. And then after that I had to take the pneumonia preventative medicine, breathing treatment. Like I said, I don't remember what they were called, but for that one I had to like sit in like a little plastic tent, and they like shut the door to the room, and I had to sit there and breathe that one. And they warned me that it was nasty, but I didn't like think it was that bad, but oh my, it was bad. I didn't get any film from my breathing treatment because I left my phone over at my chair where I was getting my infusion because I was watching TV during the breathing treatments. But I'll make sure next month to get video of that because I only have to do the breathing treatments once a month, so it's like every other infusion I'll do them. So I'll make sure to get that next time. And then after that, we were free to go home. It was about 2 o'clock, so the whole thing took about 5 hours. and then we got to head home. And currently I am at my parents' karate school. They're teaching karate right now, and I'm just kind of resting in the office. So it's not my bedroom, it's not my usual filming area. But yeah, that was everything from today. Like I said, I didn't really get a lot, but it was a lot of new stuff. So I was still trying to, absorb everything that was going on. So my next infusion is going to be during lupus clinic. So I'm actually going to get to walk down to the lupus lunch and learn that they do every month. I'm going to wheel my little IV stand with me with my Cytoxan going. And I will get film from that. And then next month, so like my third infusion, I'll make sure that you guys kind of see what happens during the breathing treatments. So I got y'all covered. Then, like I said earlier, I am posting the biopsy video very soon after this one's posted, so look out for that. The biopsy video from 6 months ago. Speaking of biopsies, once I finish my 3 months of Cytoxan, I'm going to have another kidney biopsy scheduled soon after to see if the Cytoxan did its job. If it did do its job, then I should be able to go back on CellCept because my kidneys will be back under control, and then the CellCept will just kind of like maintain that good workflow. If it didn't quite do what they wanted, then I might have to do more Cytoxan infusions. And then also, more big news, today is October 9th. 2 days from now, Friday, October 11th, is going to be my 2-year lupus anniversary. So 2 years ago, from Friday, I was diagnosed with lupus. So the day after that, October 12th, that Saturday, we have a lupus walk in Richmond, Virginia. And we have friends up in Richmond, so we went to this walk last year also because it was very close to my diagnosis day. And so I'm going to make sure to get film from that for you guys, kind of like as a anniversary thing, So, lots of videos to look forward to. We finally had this one, we have my biopsy one soon, and then the walk one also soon. It's good to be back. I cannot promise I will be posting every week or every other day or anything crazy like that, but I will be a lot more frequent with you guys. I promise that. If you want to see anything posted more frequently, make sure you follow my Instagram. I'm not going to say I post on that a lot either, but it might be a little more frequent than this. My Instagram is @butterfly.warrior.02, so make sure to go follow me on there. And thank you so much for watching and for bearing with my long absence. And just remember, we're still alive. It's not over yet, so let's make the most of it. Bye.
Yeah.